I didn't think I'd be making a video this quickly, but I've got a burst of inspiration, and while I'm here waiting for my new SSDs to arrive, I thought it would be cool to update you guys on the state of my computer because it is completely new. It is not the same computer that was in that one vlog I did from like 3 years ago. Yeah, so that computer died and I had to rebuild my computer. So I did that, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about completely rebuilding your computer in Japan. So, if you haven't seen my previous video and you want to know what my old computer was like, I guess, you can check that one out. In that video, I'm only replacing the video card, and I asked my friend to help me because it was my first time replacing a video card in the computer, and I was scared poopless. I was very scared that I was going to break my computer. I didn't, but after that, I replaced the video card. The computer basically died. It was having problems starting, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what it was because I had a few issues with the video card driver later on, but I don't think it was the video card that was the problem, because then I would also have boot loops even though the video card was disabled, and I tried looking up so many things. And then my friend was like, you know, how old is your motherboard? And I was like, I bought it in 2015 or 2016. But I also bought one of the cheaper ones, maybe the cheapest motherboard in 2015, 2016, which means it was probably a motherboard from like 2013 or 2012. So yeah, I was using that, basically a motherboard from probably 2013 all the way up to 2019. It did not have any more updates. I don't know why I'm having these voice problems. Anyway, yeah, it didn't have any more driver updates. I think the last update was in 2014 or 2015. It was a long time ago. So I bit the bullet, asked my friends to help me select some parts for a computer, because at first I was going to buy a new computer, like another B2O. And in Japan, a B2O means built to order. So my plan was to buy a BTO, built to order. I was going to buy a BTO, but I really wanted it to be a bit more souped up because I wanted to be able to edit videos or work on my digital illustration, which I use a Cintiq for, but my computer was obviously having troubles using that. So I wanted to be a little bit beefy, and my friends suggested that I should just build my computer because it's not that hard. It's like a puzzle, is what they told me. It's like a puzzle. They told me building a computer was like a puzzle, and I foolishly believed them. So one weekend, my friend and I went out to Nipponbashi. Nipponbashi is the area of Osaka that is famous for its electronics. So there are a bunch of electronic shops there, all in one area. So you can just like hop from one store to the next and check out the things you want to buy. So that's essentially what we did. Well, I looked up what exactly I wanted online. I did the PC parts picker to make sure it was all compatible. And then I did the price shopping in Nipponbashi because I was thinking about ordering everything on like Amazon or Newegg. But the thing about that is it's like really expensive, even online. Buying it from America would have been actually the cheapest option, but I wanted to fix my computer up as soon as I could, and I really wanted to like touch everything. So instead of buying everything online, and then if there's a problem, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to return it. But if I bought it at a store here, I was like, I could easily just go to the store, ask for help, return it, do whatever, blah, blah, blah. It would be way easier. So that is what I opted for. I picked out my parts. I basically walked around to all the shops, and I think I bought my parts in a couple of different places. I wanna say that I got the processor from this one rinky-dink store that was really busted looking. But they had the really cheap Intel. I don't have the box for it anymore because it's tiny and I just threw it away. But I think it's the Intel i7. Hold on, let me check. So it's the Intel i7 9700K. It is an 8-core, and it came out, according to the Intel website, it came out in 2018, so it's not even that new, but it is pretty powerful. And I have a thing for Intel processors because my old computer, which I have here, I don't remember what the processor was, but it was not Intel. And I always felt like that was why it didn't perform at its best, you know? I thought it could always be better, but it was never quite doing its best. And I think it's because it wasn't an Intel. Biases aside, I bought that from one store, and then I went to no, I didn't buy it from that store. I remember, I bought all of my stuff from one shop. The reason why is because the shop that I wanted to get that I was originally going to buy the processor and I think the motherboard from, I was gonna buy them both from this one shop, but they didn't take cards. They didn't take credit cards. And I was like, I do not just have like $500 in cash randomly in my wallet. I wanted to charge it on my credit card, and they were like, no, we don't do that. And it's probably because people be buying stuff in Japan and they don't be paying it off, though. So instead, we went to a different store just to see if another store would have it at a better price point and if they would use credit cards. So we went to, I didn't keep the receipt because everything's fine now. And I don't usually keep receipts because I buy everything on my card, so everything is online. I will look it up on like my Google Maps. Once I see it on the map, I'll know the name of the shop and I'll put it here. I went to this shop. This is the name of the shop. And the people there were really nice. As soon as I told them that I was like, building my computer, this guy comes up with like a clipboard. He's like, okay, let's see what you need. Okay, you got this. Okay, so then you can use this, and this. Okay, you got this. Now you need to get this kind of RAM. That RAM's not gonna work because it's not the right, get this one. And he helped me pick out everything. So I didn't have to just like run around the store by myself. He actually did all of the running for me. I just told him, he would like show me a list where I got the processor and the motherboard that I knew that I wanted. For the RAM, it was kind of whatever. I did want an RGB light up pretty one, but they're expensive and my budget can't handle that right now. So I opted for some regular RAM. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean, my old computer is old, it's ancient. This is what the RAM is like in that one. You can see it is DDR3. We don't use this anymore. So, I mean, but if somebody out there got a DDR3 computer or a computer that can use it, I am more than willing to give it to you because as of now, it just sits in my closet because I don't know how to recycle it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So the shop staff helped me pick out all the parts. He even got me like a cool discount and I was able to get some extra space for my computer because I was spending so much. I think I got like a 1 terabyte SSD for like $80. And I was like, I'm not passing that up because that is cheap. So I got that and I basically got I got my motherboard, I got my processor, the fan, 2 sticks of RAM, and a terabyte drive. Yes, I bought all of that. And it was about $800, which is kind of expensive. I feel like I could have got a better deal back home, but I was pressed for time and I was like, we'll work it out. We'll put it down in monthly installments. We'll do something and we'll work it out. So that is what happened shopping wise. And now I can just show you some of the parts, what I have left, the boxes, I guess. Well, actually I should probably start with my old computer, which I have here. It's so simple looking compared to the motherboard I have now. It's very, it's a square. It's ASRock. I don't know how to say it. I always say ASRock, but I guess it's ASRock. It's an ASRock motherboard, but I mean, it died in terms of what I was trying to do with it, which was a lot of Photoshop, a lot of video editing in games. It was not doing that anymore. So I took off the video card, which I have in my new computer now. But the RAM's still on there, the processor's still on there. Like it works. If you just need a computer to use Office on, you could plug this in. All you need is like a power supply and you'd be good. It's gonna work. But yeah, for the things that I wanted to do, it wasn't working. So, I actually got another ASRock. I got another ASRock motherboard. Like, the motherboard itself was fine, actually. I don't have any complaints about the motherboard. And this one, it was affordable. It has like these RGB, how do you say, the pluggy in things to plug in RGB lights, but I don't know exactly how that works. Apparently I can do it with like the light up fans. I want that. That's what I want. But I don't know how. I don't know how to plug that in. I'm gonna ask my friend who was in the video card video, Michelle, if she can help me with it, because she actually was there when I was picking out all of these parts and helping me decide which motherboard and processor I should get. And she has the pretty color fans. So when it's time for me to upgrade to that, I'm gonna definitely ask her to show me how to plug it in, because apparently there's a separate plug for that. I don't know shit about that. It does support the new type of SSD, which I was talking about with my friends on Discord, which is great because I'm running out of the SATA cables. Actually, I don't have any more. All my SATA slots are full because I have 3 drives. And since I ordered 2 more, I'm actually gonna have 4 drives. But I also have a Blu-ray player. So, yeah, some of my drives are just gonna be used for storage, probably for saving data, probably pictures and videos and stuff like that. I'll just save them on there. And it's got I think it's only USB 3.1. No, there's 2.0 ones as well. So it's got a lot of USB slots. And yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, I know this much about computers. Like, I know about computers. I can use them competently, but I'm not like a computer person. Like, I'm not drenched in computer knowledge. So I'm usually asking my friends. I also talk to the shop staff. They're really helpful. So I asked him, like, is this good? Like, is it gonna do what I need it to do? And he said, yeah, it's gonna work. So that's why I bought it. And then this is the fan. So let me tell you, my processor, right? Intel. I thought it was gonna be like this processor where it's like boop, boop, cute little square, dunk it in the middle and you're good, right? Because this one is super duper, I don't know if I can show you. See this fan? This fan is super duper tiny and cute. Because the processor, I'm guessing, it wasn't that aggressive. Or processors back then weren't that aggressive, so they didn't really need anything serious in terms of cooling fans. When I tell you that this processor they gave me, or not processor, this fan that they gave me at the store, because I had totally forgotten about the fan. Why am I talking off camera? Hold on, let me get this plugged back in, sorry. Sorry. When I got that processor, I had not considered that the fan would be separate. I assumed that it was a set, like you see how I took that up? I in my head, I thought the processor was just gonna be clicked onto there, which in some, like, they do come together. I don't know if they're glued together. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I know computer parts, but I don't know all of the parts of the computer. So when I got the processor, he was like, yeah, you need a fan. And I was like, oh, where do I get this fan? Or what fan should I get for it? And he showed me this thing. The box is rather huge, don't you think? It's like the size of my head. Yeah, it's a big fan, but I didn't know that. And it was the cheapest one they had. So I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever, fine, that'll work. I'll just stick it on there and everything will be fine. Turns out, putting that fan on the processor was the most frightening thing I've ever done in my life, because I was like, if I fuck this up and I break this processor, that's like $300 down the drain, you know? And I was like, now I see why some people just are like I will pay someone to do it for me. Because if I break this $300, like the processor chip is like this. It's like this. It's so tiny. And you can't fuck it up because that is what makes your computer move. When I tell you I had the fear of God in my heart, I don't even know if I'm using that phrase right, but that's how fearful I was of messing this up. And I was like storying the whole me putting together my computer because at the time I was not in the mindset to make videos. But yeah, you could hear me like freaking out basically on Instagram because I'd be like, I don't know where this part goes. What the hell is going on? Oh my God. And then when it got to putting together the fan, so the fan and then like the cooling unit, the metal piece, like weren't fitting, even though they came together, they weren't fitting together. And then you have to put that on the processor with the glue. And I was like, if I fuck up this glue, I don't have any extra glue, so I'm just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. And my friend was like, no, it's fine, you can just wipe it off, it'll be cool. And I was like freaking out. And then I cut my hand on the like cooling thing because it's got really sharp metal edges, and then I was bleeding all over it and didn't know it, and I was like, oh my God, it was a nightmare. But I mean, the computer's running now, so obviously I did okay. I mean, I put it all together and it works for the most part, except for, unfortunately, my hard drive, my 3 terabyte hard drive. It is not SSD, it is an old school magnetic hard drive. But yeah, it was not being read by my computer. It was just not showing up at all. Yeah, it's just old. It's the 3 terabyte hard drive that came with this old tiny computer that I took apart. So I bought 2 new SSDs. I bought 2 because I want one just for my videos and art, and then I want another one for games because I have been playing a lot of video games and now I need space to save them all on. So yeah, I bought those 2 new cards. When they get here, they're supposed to come today. It's 5:30, it's not here yet. But when they do come, I will record me plugging everything in, and then I can show you the interior of my new computer, and that'll be it. So by the time I come back, my new SSDs will be here. It's gonna be like magic. Watch. Don't watch. Wait, what? I went for a potty break and I saw that they'd come. Yay! Why are you doing this, Gimbal? Get your life together. Can't handle this. Let me unplug my phone charger, I guess. Ha! Yay! They came while I was downstairs. Not while I was downstairs, actually. He just shoved it in my mailbox. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know if they can do that, or if they should be doing that. But, one of them is the Japanese version, so it has like the warranty sticker on it. The other is not, so there is no warranty sticker on it, but it says it has a warranty in it. See, it says it in Japanese. 3-year warranty on it, so that is good. They're from Crucial. Most of the reviews for them seem pretty good. I didn't buy the stupid tray to attach it to the tower, so I'll just buy that later. I couldn't have, like, it's so cheap on Amazon that you couldn't just buy it by itself. You had to buy it with something else. You had to spend at least $20 to get it. I don't got $20 to spend right now, or I don't have anything to buy that I want to buy that is $20. So for now, we'll just plug these bad boys in, and I'll show you the rest of my computer, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, dudes. So this is what my computer looks like. This is the huge thingamabob I was talking about. This thing drove me insane. Yeah, nice focus. I cut my hand on this great thing. I had blood dripping in it. So that's super metal, but also not what I wanted to do. These fans are all from the old build. see the new RAM sticky sticks, which are Corsair. There is my old video card, which is barely holding on at this point. I've had a few issues with it. I've had a few issues getting the drivers up. No, I don't have any issues with the card itself. The issues that I'm having are in Photoshop, where there's a big time lag. My friend said it could be a CPU or a GPU problem, but seeing as the CPU is fairly new and fairly high powered, it is probably a GPU problem. This GPU is a NVIDIA GeForce 750 Ti, I believe. So it is quite old. They do still have updates for it, but I think it's kind of on its way out because it is not holding on as well as I would like it to. I have my old power supply. It's a 520 watt. I'm thinking about buying a new power supply when I update the GPU because I don't want there to be a power problem. But when I put my new GPU in the PC part picker website, it said that this 520 watt should be fine. So I also might just keep it until I get more money. So these are my drives that I have. The Toshiba, which is kind of working now, was the one that was not appearing for at all. It was not appearing at all. So this is the one that I'm replacing, but I also am going to replace this one because it is only 250 gigabytes. It's like only 250 gigabytes and I have all my games on it and it's already full. So I'm going to move the data from this onto one of the new ones. I've already taken the data off of this, so I'm just going to unplug this and then we will get to another montage time-lapse type thing. Okay?
Hey guys, funny story. So it looks like my video just vanished or it got corrupted, so I can't actually show you any video of me doodling with my computer. Sorry about that. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip to the next day. It'll be like magic. Just watch.
Stop it. It's morning now. But I got both of my cards. They're in there and they work. And now my computer is actually faster. Before it used to take a minute before the login screen would come on, or when loading from the motherboard screen, manufacturer screen to the Windows screen, there would be a bit of a lag, and I was always like, oh shit son. But now there's no lag, everything's moving fine. I moved all of my games, not all of them. I moved one folder from OneDrive, but I still have another 2 folders maybe to move. But as you can see, the day has only just begun and I got time. So I'm gonna change out of my Usagi-chan from Sailor Moon. It's got little ribbons for your hair. I feel like I'm Tsukino-chan. Anyway, I'm gonna do my yoga and then I'm gonna keep transferring files. But overall, sorry, I got distracted. By some of my herb plants that were dying while I was in Europe. They were dying. Some of them are still dying. Some of them have made a comeback, but some of them are maybe dead. I might have to... No, I think I can save it though. Oh yeah. Oh no, it does have new green things. Oh, it's alive. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna keep transferring files. If you're interested in building a computer in Japan, you can do it. It is not that difficult if you know what you're doing, but it will be more expensive than doing it in the States, if that's where you're from. I don't know about other countries, but in the States for sure it's much cheaper to build a computer. Yes, dear, I know. So, hey, don't do that. So, yeah, check out my blog post where I have way more information about building a computer in Japan, like where to go. I've got links, and I've got a word list of Japanese words you might want to know if you're trying to go computer shopping. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below and I will answer them. And yeah, good luck with building your computer if that's what you're doing. Or I just hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm gonna be vlogging much more these days. So if you have something you would like me to vlog about, let me know. Otherwise, it'll probably just be a lot of random shit. So yeah, enjoy that. See you guys later.